Thank you. Okay. Good morning, and thank you all for being here. I'm doing a presentation today about underperformance. You are the managers of the company, and I would like you to have an understanding of what underperformance is, how to spot it, and how to address it, and why is it so important? Why underperformance is so important? We need to deal with it. I'm not here to point fingers at anybody. We are not accusing anyone or anything. It's just the aim is just to be able to help and spot the problems early on before it goes deeper and causes more trouble in the future. Because if underperformance is not addressed early, it can lead into failure of teams and eventually really ending the company. So what is underperformance? Underperformance is when employees are not meeting the expectation of the company. So you have a set of standards and expectations from your employees, and if they are not meeting it, then they are underperforming. So there is a distinction between underperformance and error. So they may make a lot of errors, people may make errors, but that is not underperformance. Error can be fixed. Underperformance has got a lot to do with the person's general attitude, their behavior, and their lack of motivation, lack of morale, and it could have millions of reasons. Error is when they just make a little mistake and it can be fixed. Examples of underperformance: when they miss deadlines, when, for example, I don't know, in the payroll department, the pays are not done by the due date. Now that is underperformance. Inconsistent quality of work, when one day the quality of the work is different from another day. You just look at the work and you just say, this is mediocre work, as opposed to when it is high quality. When a person has got a poor attitude, they're not smiling, they're not happy, when they are not behaving in the way that you expect them to be. Maybe they're shouting, maybe they are just behaving in a funny way. These are all underperformance. They don't have initiative, when the person is just doing what they're meant to do, nothing beyond that. It's initiative of starting to do something special, just maybe one step above anybody else. And when they are unable to collaborate with other team members, with other people, and that's very important. When a person is just solitary, they just sit somewhere and they keep doing their own thing, but they're not able to collaborate with other people. Oh no, I can't help you with that. That's underperformance. And we also should distinguish underperformance from misconduct. Misconduct is when a person has got, let's just say, an attitude problem and commits or does an act which is just classified as a misconduct, as opposed to when they are consistently not performing well. Okay. Now, what are the causes? I mean, could be a lot of causes there, but to me it comes as like natural to think that, okay, maybe they have got personal issues. A lot of people have got personal issues and they've got problems at home, kids, husband, wife, whatever, and when they come to work, it comes with them. Obviously, you can't separate a person's personal life from their person when they come to work. The other thing is when they don't get proper training. They haven't had a good training. They don't know what is going on. So therefore, they're underperforming all the time. If they haven't had a good training from the beginning, then you can't expect them to do an amazing job. It's just not going to happen. There is low engagement and lack of recognition. So when someone does a good job, you need to tell them, oh, this is an amazing job. And if you don't say it, then they just don't realize it and they keep doing what they're doing and you're just not saying anything to them. So it's never going to happen. There is skills mismatch, which is when a person is just not skilled to do that job properly, but you still have given them a position and they're not able to perform it well. And lastly, poor communication and leadership problems. When you are leading that person, but you're not actually leading them. You're just leaving them to do whatever they are doing. So the impact of all of this is that it causes a range of problems for the person, as well as the team, as well as the company as a whole, doesn't it? First of all would be a resentment from high performance. High performance, there'd be a massive competition. There'd be an issue of, oh, why am I not as good as her? I'm not doing it well. There is decline in team morale, decreased productivity, risk to client satisfaction. I mean, in our company, we deal with a lot of clients. So if you are not right and your performance is not up to scratch, then the client will be upset and we will lose business. And your credibility as a leader may suffer. So if you are not addressing the underperformance in a timely manner and effective manner. So what should you be doing as managers? You should be identifying underperformance. Spot it. If you see it, just say, okay, that's an underperformance. 2, you should never delay, because the more delay you do, the deeper the problem will get. The sooner you spot it, the sooner it gets resolved. You got to schedule a private meeting with that person. Sit with them. What's the problem? Find out what the problem is. Why is this person continuously underperforming? Why aren't they catching up? Understand the cause. You need to understand what is causing this problem and therefore address the cause and get the results afterwards. And you need to follow up consistently. Continuously, you need to get feedback. Are you doing okay? Are you okay today? Are you okay with the amount of work that's given to you? Are you okay with the quality of the work that's given to you? Because there are some high-performing people who are doing very stupid jobs. So you just need to give an intelligent person an intelligent job. And you need to give I'm not saying less intelligent person, but the person who hasn't got as much skill, you need to give them a job that is appropriate to their level of skill. And once they catch up, there is no limit. They can go up the ladder as much as they can. And we need to create a culture at our work that reduces underperformance. By what? By supporting the people that we hire, by giving them good training, by being there for them, by not judging them, by always be supportive and never judging them as saying, oh, look, it's not going to happen, but just be supportive and help them as much as possible. Need to have SMART goals, and SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. So we need to have goals that are actually achievable. We can't just give a job to someone and expect them to perform miracles. It's not going to happen. Have to have regular one-on-ones and be approachable, open door policy. Anytime you want me, I'll be available to give you a hand. Just give that support to those people. Provide training, professional development if they have the aptitude or interest. So as a whole, as a final message, I just say, yes, spot the underperformance, act on it immediately, and constantly do feedback. Look into it and have continuous relationship and communication with the person. But that was it. Do you guys have any questions?
No, just that it's something that needs to be brought up every now and again, because it's so easy to just get lost in your work.
Yes, because we're so busy as well. We're just so busy, aren't we? We've got a limited amount of time and so many different tasks to do. And then when we hire a person, we need to never leave them alone. Just be there for them and support them and constantly look into it. If there is underperformance, alert them, because they may not know it. They may not know what's going on either. So once we alert them, then it brings it to their attention and they just say, oh, look, I'm going to move up, just see what's wrong. And definitely have those support systems behind to help them out. Any more questions? You all clear? Thank you very much for your time.